So we are here for the NCAA Women's College Basketball Scores for Saturday, January 10th, 2026. So you're in like the middle part of January in conference play. All these conferences are in that they're upset Texas, since they upset Texas of Iowa State. They tried to see if they could pull the upset off of Texas Tech, and they just couldn't. And they tried to in the first quarter. They're up a lot of after one, and then Texas Tech had a big blow lead after the second quarter. They were up 40-23 now. Big blow. It was starting to be a lot. Then the third, they cut it down from 17-10, and then Texas Tech won the fourth by 1, making it 71-60. Number 24 Princeton. I mean, the result wasn't in doubt, Yale, it was only like a 13-point lead at halftime. Yale still had chance. And then Princeton pulled out more in the fourth to win 76-50. Northern took leads or more, especially the big first quarter when Northern took it 22-9. They won 81-76. And Miami, Ohio State in with a 18-2 second quarter, a big run to win it 79-56. Rhode Island dominates St. Bonaventure, especially in the second half, 66-45. UTSA goes at 3-0 in New York and after that tough St. Mary's 53 North Shirt. Meanwhile, defeat Central Connecticut 65-60. Central got out 1 point lead after winning the first quarter 12-5. Meanwhile, comes back and wins 62-7. Army comes back after being on 6 at halftime. 2 minutes 64-57. Alabama State gets their first back win 62-54. Jackson State. Jackson State wins 62-54. Alabama State. Jackson State before they were in the top of the SWAC before. They had war before, but not. I mean, they weren't like always like the best in the non-conference, but they had an okay non-conference. They won 62-54. Cornell goes to 2-0. They play the 61-52 or Germans. Green Bay goes 8-0 in the Rice League, dominating the Rice League with a 74-53 over the Germans. Massachusetts bounces back after first loss with a 74-72 Central Michigan. Knocks off Canisius 60-51. Mercer 69-66 over the Mercers get their second win this season in the NEC. Their second one overall, second one in Northeast Conference play. 86-67 over NJT. UMBC 58-47 over New Hampshire. 80-52 Binghamton. Those are USL. James Madison follows the Georgia State in St. 270. James Madison used to be the top of the Sun. They used to be. Last season they were. They're top of the Sun Belt. They just have to lose in the Sun Belt tournament. In the Sun Belt tournament. Before they, and they, but alright, it's Georgia. But this is stuff. Georgia State's finals. James Madison was up 11 and a half. So, but then Georgia State comes back and wins 72-70 to Georgia Southern. Knocks off on the 76. Marshall goes to Marshall was actually up 5 at halftime. Marshall was actually down 5 at halftime. Marshall was down 5 at halftime. They were, but Marshall wins to stay with their solid record 80-74 over Coastal Carolina. And Marshall's 15-3 in the 6-0 in Sun Belt play. Appalachian State 82-15 over Sunrise. Morehead State 65-59 over Missouri State. Western Kentucky gets win in the Conference USA 60-59 over Utah. Middle Tennessee 80-59 over New Mexico State. So our national 70 65 over Kansas. Missouri State goes to 3-9. Conference USA with a 63-40 start at Jackson State. Missouri State was dominant in the Missouri Valley Conference, or slow Missouri Valley Conference team, and now they're becoming one of the tops in Conference USA. They moved over from Missouri Valley Conference, which is a good mid-major conference, to Conference USA. And the reason why they moved to Conference USA was for football. They wanted to be an FBS conference that sponsors all their sports. Conference USA, Missouri State, I believe, the sponsor of other sports like bowling and beach volleyball. Kind of like those sports that not every school has, but they're still somewhat popular. Like beach volleyball is not the most insanely popular sport, but it is decently popular at the collegiate level. Where they have to move conferences to be an affiliate member of that conference for just simply bowling or beach volleyball. But Missouri State 63-47 over Jackson State, offered 61-57 East Tennessee State, more South Carolina State 62-58 over Oregon State, St. Joseph 60-60 over South, being 66-58 for Red High was a 4 on the pitch with a 61-50 45 win. Lehigh did well in the fourth. They doubled up 4-22 in 22-15, so they were actually down 1 after being down 13 for after 1, being down 9 after 1. It was like Kobe. They had them pretty well handled, even if it was a low scoring game. Kobe not allowed to score very quickly. Going after their defense. Unfortunately, they had tough shots. And just behind 16 second quarter win back the second quarter. They were down 1 and they bounced back, proving why they're the 4-1 Patriot. They're focused 2-1 in the playing this year. They were dominant in the dominant without losses in the play. They've had, but they have their first loss. They had lost in the play this season, and they were in 68-53. Randy Sure goes to 3-1 that 62-56. So Howard BYU defeats Houston 78-64. Merrimack has a loss in one loss in conference play, but they beat Cena, who lost to Ryder. Now they fought at home. They fell to Merrimack at home as well. 62-62. St. John's in a low scoring game against Butler. They win 48-30. Or went 60-60 over Russell Crimson. Halfway dominate Stratford in that third quarter, especially that third quarter. 70-40 blow. Winthrop 8-60 over Charleston. Columbia 58-55 over Herbert. In double overtime, Brown dominates in the second overtime to win 67-60. Across 60-30 over American University. 48-46. Maryland over Butler. Navy Nason 50 over Lafayette. 77-70 Cubs 0 North Carolina Central. Along with 67-50 over UNC Asheville. And then Kansas City 77-56 over North Dakota. South Dakota State 103-76 over Rutgers. North Dakota State dominates Omaha 94-39. Youngstown State 50-54 over Purdue. Oakland 66 over Milwaukee. Stanford 73-62 over Western Carolina. Windsor Greensboro goes to 2-1 Minnesota. Indiana with a 76-58 home Mercer. Chattanooga 61-44 over Furman. Penn State gets their first MAC win. The 65 win over Eastern Michigan. Ohio goes to 4-0 in the MAC with a 71-15 win over Buffalo. Marist gets the win over Ryder had a tough one after our good one. They thought they could keep them into one after upset on their kids' education day, field trip day. They couldn't for Siena Thursday, but they could not. Marist wins 62-49. Manhattan gets their third Metrolink gets that conference win over Windmills Niagara. Niagara's 1-6 in conference play. And some of these teams may have a really tough, like Manhattan. They have a really tough non-conference for their students. They win a 7 game. but they're 500 in conference 3-3. So Niagara even further standards of non even against like Manhattan, St. Peter's, even those type of teams are more bottom than Hornets. Mount St. Mary's 55-51 over St. Peter's. Western Toledo was 59-46 over Western Michigan. Chicago State 51-40 over Southern. They bounced back after being down in the first by 6. Then the second they win by 8 to be up 2. Then they win the third by 1, and there was close in the fourth. There was low score in the fourth 9-0, and they win 41-40. Long stays tied in the top of the conference, 50 or 4 with the 77-61 over St. Francis. New Haven falls to St. Fairleigh Dickinson, 65-57. So Fairleigh Dickinson and Long Island University are at the top of the conference, and they play for the first time this season in the regular season. Well, it'll be a tough one. They match up, it'll be a good one though. 2 undefeated teams in conference, most likely. Bryant survives over UME 62-55. University State 5-2 in Southland play with a 65-49 under Texas Corpus Christi. He goes 5-2. And East goes to 6-1 in the Southland, 77-55 over Southeastern Louisiana. North Florida 54-51 over Queens University. West Georgia 74-59 over Jacksonville. In Florida Gulf Coast, 4-0 in Eastern with a 63-42 over Lipscomb. Eastern Kentucky 64-54 over Central Indiana. Western Illinois 77-60 over Tennessee Tech. Falls to Linwood. Linwood dominates them, especially that first score. 31-6. Wow. Did well. 71-43 win. Eastern Illinois dominates Tennessee State. 71-45. Eastern Illinois last year was near the top of the Ohio Valley Conference. They weren't maybe at the top, but Eastern Illinois has been near the top of the Ohio Valley Conference. Maybe not winning it all, but they've been near the top this year. Not so much. 79-45. Abilene Christian 15-56 over UTR. Sam Houston goes to 3-0. They defeated the top 2 teams in the preseason poll in the conference. They defeated Louisiana Tech and Liberty. And they have to go to overtime defeat Delaware, but they do. 73-65. Southern dominates Valparaiso 57-59. Valparaiso was still winless, 1-17, 1-6 in Missouri Valley Conference play. That's tough. Even just the bottom tier teams like Southern Illinois have a lot to cover on this game. It's still gonna be a team like that. They're gonna make it close. So that hurt. Mississippi State beats Purdue Union 73. San Diego State goes to 6-0. Survives, had to come back down 9 to start the fourth, and they win 73-72. At point, ranking defeats for Fresno State 71-64, 70-61 for the Veteran Bucks. Boise State 62-59 over Colorado State, Maryland 67-60 over Bethune Cookman. Santa Clara survives over Washington State 98-92. South Florida 90-81 over Memphis. Nice from fourth quarter. 33-31 Memphis won that. 2-9. It was down big at North Texas. Even though they only scored 9 of. They were going to lose the court by 7. They still won it by 6. 53. East Carolina dominates, which is 53-58-6. Florida 70-63 baby. Ball 80-73 Georgia. Texas line 80-57 Alabama State 76-34 Oklahoma State. Quinnipiac goes to 7-1 Metro like at the Crunch play. The 64-48 University. Home Green 65-45 over Illinois. Steve Wilson dominates. No. Not super dominant, but they do control as well. East and 67. It goes 79-64. It was close to the start in the close. They were up 5 after 1. And they were up 6 after 2. And up 1 after it was up 1. On the fourth, they dominated 23 and win 70-61. Stetson was close with less than 2 whole game. And Stetson wins 66-63. They go to 2-2 and come its way. North Carolina gets the first win, a 67-51 over Brown. That's third quarter separation. 29-5 right, Pueblo, North Carolina. Jerry Billy, 60-55, close one, 16, all this. We go to 6-1 on West, with an 82-53 win over Wyoming. Florida A&M, 60-57 over Southern. Their second swept win. Oregon State goes to 5-0 on the West Coast Hornets. It was with them in the second half, 63-38 over Syria. UCF gets their first Big 12 win of the season over Arizona, 50-55. Texas State was at 1-3-2. Louisiana was at 1-6 runs with a 55-43 over Louisiana. Ohio State 59-46 win over Arizona. Now in Colorado, 69-66 win over Weber State. Sacramento State 68-64 over Florida State. And Tennessee 99-66 over Idaho. Eastern Washington 65-58 over Montana. Mars 78-61 over Ingram Network. Or California Baptist or 10 wins, 82-77 over Utah. To confirm with the States 5-1 named Black. Utah Tech 65-54 under Utah Valley. And Troy goes to 4-1 Suba. Knocking off Arkansas State. Getting on the first loss in Suba play. 86-54. 73-70-67. So that was tomorrow. San Diego has 54-51 Party. Gonzaga 60-54 Portland. Air Force beats San Jose State 66-57. Utah goes to 4-1 Big 12 with an 80-71 over Kansas State. South Dakota goes to 2-1 Summer League with a 72-61 win over St. Thomas, Minnesota. UCS 87-61 work play. Cal State Bridgeville gets win number 1. After the dominant 22-1 second quarter. Long Beach only scored 1 point on 3 throw. 70-45. Cal State Fulton 73-58 over Cal State Research. UC rank goes to 6 on the Big West. It's really strange for a Hawaii team, especially coach on Laura Beeman, to be 1-5 in the Big West. But they're playing close, tight games. But not like blowout. This one was a blowout though. But they just in the wrong end of things. Davidson in triple overtime loses the first A10 conference game this season return. Southern Indiana goes to 5-1 with a 52-43 over UT Martin. And UC San Diego goes to 5-1 Big West with a 70-51 over UC Roosevelt.